We're down here today. I'm sitting, so I'm already digging this video. Okay, first things first, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping in for another video. So as you saw by the title, today again is another different type of video. On top of that, we have a sponsor today. Today's video is in collaboration with Poshmark, so big thank you to Posh. So there might be some of you going, what is Poshmark? If you don't know already, Poshmark is an app where you can buy and sell gently used or new clothing. Now the app is free, which is awesome. I have been using the Poshmark app for 5 years now, and I've been selling on the app for probably 3.5, 4. I'm sure all of you are wondering how much money I've personally made on Poshmark, and the answer to that is $6,887. I mean, who can't use almost $7,000? All from clothes that I had laying around my house that I wasn't gonna wear anymore. My first tip before you even going into listing your items for sale, make your page look welcoming. Add a profile picture. There's a meet the seller section where you can write a little bit about yourself. That's always nice to know. You have a spot right up at the top of your page where you can add a header image just to have a welcoming feeling. Anything you put on the app to sell should be in gently used condition. Let's say you have a pair of leggings and they're almost brand new, but they have a little hole. That's fine, you can list it, but make sure you're honest, make sure you take a picture of the flaw, make sure you're mentioning it in your description. So how do you sell on Poshmark? It's actually quite simple. Take some pictures. Be very detailed in your pictures, front, back, any flaws. Make sure you're in good lighting. Make sure the item is laid out nicely. Another thing that I really like to do, if I'm able to find the stock photos from the website, I like to include that as well. Once you get your pictures uploaded, it's actually pretty simple. You're going to list the size of the item, the color of the item, the condition of the item, the original price of the item, what you're selling the item for. Remember to be very detailed in your description. If there's no flaws and it's in perfect condition, say that. Mention how many times it was worn. Assure the buyers that they're getting a good product. Make sure the title on the item is very clear as well. So if I'm going to sell this shirt that I'm wearing, instead of saying hoodie, put something like Champion Fleece Hoodie. Next tip, sharing. You have the option on Poshmark to share your listings. Sharing is actually extremely important. Let me tell you why. Again, for example, Champion Hoodie is a pretty popular search. So when you're searching Champion Hoodie, you're going to see the most recent post first. Make sure yours is in the recent search. If you posted it last month and haven't shared it since, chances are the buyers are not going to see your item. There's also an option to share to Posh parties. So every day Posh has, I think, 4 different parties. So an example will be Nike, Lululemon, Adidas party. So anything that you have for sale that is in those categories, share it to that party. So anyone who is in that party is already looking for the type of items that you have. A lot of the other people who have shared their items in the party will see your items and they'll share your items. So say they have 1 million followers, they just shared your items to all 1 million of their followers. Share for share. If someone shares your listing, share their listing. We're all in this together. Okay, so let's say someone just bought my Champion hoodie. Now what do? Poshmark has made it super, super simple. You will get a shipping label sent to your email. All you do is print it out from there. That's it. You don't have to worry about getting the address. You don't have to worry about paying for it. It's already been paid for. Buyers do pay for shipping unless the seller is offering a special deal where they pay for the shipping. You don't even have to leave your house. You can schedule to have the UPS man pick it up from your porch. You have 7 days to ship before the buyer has the option to cancel their order. Listen to me when I say this. Don't take the full 7 days. Your buyer is excited. Imagine you just bought something online. Do you want it to arrive in a week and a half, or would you prefer that it arrived in 3 days? Just try your best to ship as soon as possible. There's a section that buyers can see on your profile. It will tell them your average ship time. Poshmark does a great job of protecting its users. Say you receive a message and someone says, hey, I really want to buy this, but can we do the transaction through PayPal? No. No outside transactions. I appreciate honesty. If you told me that you're going to ship on Monday and Monday just got really hectic and you weren't able to do it, just let your buyer know. Don't say you shipped it when you didn't ship it. Don't ignore the buyer. Which brings us to another thing. Communication. As soon as someone purchases something for you, say, hey, thank you so much. I saw your order. I will have this shipped on this day. As a buyer, it makes me feel a lot more comfortable to have communication with my seller. So I do the same as a seller. Presentation. When you're shipping something out, wrap it up in tissue paper. Tie it up in a little bow. Add a thank you card. You don't have to do all this. I'm just saying, it makes a huge impression on your buyers, and chances are they're more likely to come back and shop with you again. So once you've sold an item, how do you get your money? Your buyers have 3 days to go through and inspect the item. Make sure that their item arrived as it was stated in the description. They will go ahead and rate the purchase. They have the option of giving you 1 through 5 stars. They can even leave a little love note for you as well. If you get a 5-star rating and they do leave a love note, that will appear on your page. So other customers who come to your page can see all the people that were happy shopping with you. So now that they've done that, you have your money. You have the option of either taking those earnings and using them towards a purchase of your own on Poshmark, or you can have them deposited into your bank account. Poshmark is actually super quick with their deposits. If it's the weekend, it might take a couple extra days, but usually it's in there within the next 2 days. So if you do not already have a Poshmark of your own, I do have a link down in my description. I also have a discount code that will also be in the description. If you want to use my code, you will get money off of your first purchase. Just make sure you use the code at sign up so Poshmark knows and adds it to your account. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. Make sure you go and check out my page. I have tons and tons of leggings listed for sale, as well as some of my other items. That's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to SNL before you go. Always remember that I love you more than leggings itself, and I'll see you in the next video.
Woke up, told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot.